Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Friday Night Audit, the only show in hospitality successfully masquerading as a hospitality show for nearly 5 years, Craig Sullivan. We're 2 weeks away from our 5th anniversary. How effed up is that?
It's amazing. And people said it wouldn't last, Glenn, but you know.
Well, they were right. We failed after the first episode, but we've done 197 since in spite. So
yeah,
there's that.
But you know what? We got a bag full of cushions here because this show, we got to protect Doctor Producer Director Suzanne. She may fall out of her chair. So, you know.
Wait, hold on a second. They're next to you in California.
Well, I think you're going to come through the camera.
All right. So what's going on?
Well, you know, 3 out of 4 of us are in sunshine states and having 70-degree weather, Glenn. Who is the one person that is in darkness and cold and has an outdoor refrigerator?
Yeah. That's very mean of you to bring up right about now. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. This is stupid. Look, there we go. Can you see my beer? It's outside, keeping cool over here. And see that? Look how dark it's getting. How sad is that? Thanks for bringing that up, Craig. Thanks.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this much. It is not 70-something over here in Florida. We are in a cold snap, and we are at like 62. It was low 30s this morning.
You got like a bearskin hoodie on over there. You're still cold.
I've got a short sleeve shirt on, Glenn, so you know it's 70-something here.
I actually went to the turtleneck today.
Wow, look at you. Look at Susie. Nice.
Craig, I'm thirsty. So we got a great guest today. So let's get him on. So we could.
I'm so excited about it.
We are all night long. I'm stoked to do it.
Yeah.
But I want to do it with a cold one.
You know, he is a returning guest. He is a man of 2,000 voices. He's a comedian, and he is part of the hospitality industry. I am talking about the one, the only Alex Coury. Welcome back.
The Tacanano Award.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't hear you guys.
Oh,
wow,
no.
that might be better.
That's strange.
Can you hear me
I was
now?
able to hear you guys a second ago, but I can't hear any of you guys.
Just go out and come back in.
But he can't hear us.
Yeah, but he'll figure it out. Or I have an idea. Let's try to caption what he's thinking right now. So this is not really.
Go ahead and leave the studio and come back in, Alex.
I can't hear you, Craig.
I don't know what's happening. This is crazy. Like I can't hear you. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. What is going on with the technology these days? It's crazy.
I do not.
Run the drink footage, Glenn.
I can't. I'm not allowed.
Hold on.
There we go.
All right. It's a long week. Friday. Short week next week. Here's to Friday.
Cheers.
Oh, I got to get my beer out from the outside, first of all.
Can Alex hear us yet?
I'm like so pumped to drink.
Yeah.
It was the sound was working a second ago when we were first talking, but
it's still not
having a little technical issues.
Hey, Craig, are you able to text him at all and let him know that?
Yeah, I am. I'll bet you I can.
I mean, we can really make things happen. So meanwhile, tonight I'm drinking a Harbin beer from I think it is Japan. And what's really cool is I never Suzanne, when you were thinking about having a kid, right? You thought you'd like say things to them. Did you ever think you'd say
bring home beer?
Hey, no, hey, kid, I'm taking one of your beers.
Bring home beer.
This looks good. I'm taking one of your beers. Yeah.
No, that's probably not what I would be coming up with right now.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
I successfully helped myself to a beer. Like, how could he say no? I mean, I house him and feed him and
not an
stuff like
option.
that. All right, he's coming back in. Hopefully, this will work.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh my gosh! Like sometimes, you just gotta keep it going. This is a live podcast, so we just keep moving with things. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I will tell you, man. Like, I don't even flinch because, as you have probably been, you've been on stage when everything goes wrong and you got to fill time, and
Yes.
you think you're going to be good, but then you got to fill more time.
Yeah. The microphone doesn't work, and you just have to yell.
Yeah.
But luckily, Glenn and I can both project. We really don't need microphones in even a room of several hundred people.
He's referring to the vomit we'd be projecting from our nerves is what would happen.
Listen, that happens when you teach too. Sometimes your technology doesn't work. Or how about not having cell phone service and losing your technology and your ability?
But you get a $20 credit, Suzanne.
Wow, $20 whole for 10 hours of no service. Listen, it has taught me that one, there needs to be more maps in my car.
Right.
Because I didn't have enough street maps. Two, when you go to hit your Waze app or whatever app you use, take a screenshot of what you're supposed to do off the exit, because at least you can pay attention to the exit. Then you can have something and get around. I still don't have a solution for telling people I'm late, I'm not coming, I'm lost.
I think you just had the solution, and if I'm late, I'm late. I'll text them.
I think we're all slaves to technology, and this Verizon outage that you suffered from was very harsh, very deep. And Alex, technology was turning against all of us. She had that happen. I had a power outage. We had a transformer explode yesterday, and I didn't have any power for a good chunk of yesterday.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
It was fine. It was fine. I was able to survive the 5 hours. I would have been a rabid beast freaking out, but I still had a little phone power left, so that was fine.
You didn't have a podcast during that time, so that's good.
Luckily,
Actually, we had some stuff that we were supposed to have scheduled, but it didn't work out for that day. So it worked out that it didn't work out. So that worked out nicely.
because most times when that happens and he loses power, I'm like, okay, cool, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm actually out in an area prone to lose power, but Sassy Susie is not prone to losing cell phone service. But so she's probably more emotionally heartbroken than the rest of us.
You know what? I think it was because I was driving and I didn't know that that's what was happening. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I shut my phone off and restarted it probably 20 times on the hour drive, thinking, I don't know, I paid my bill, didn't I? Like,
Oh man.
And so it wasn't like I could call. And so it gave you the option to connect to satellite. But I think because I was moving and I was driving, I couldn't connect. And so the messages didn't get through. So I think that's what was more frustrating because, and then even if I got somewhere, I didn't know anyone. And okay, I used to be phenomenally good at knowing numbers. Like people's
we all were.
Nobody knows.
I still know my friends' numbers from like third grade, but I have no idea what my kids' phone numbers are. I'm screwed.
I know every number of hotel extension for the hotels that I worked with, what department it was. Like, it's funny when I meet with people again, I'll be like 617-742-7630, 3137, and I know all those. Glenn, I couldn't even tell you your number other than it's a 917-555-1234.
It's actually 1212 at the end. You were close though.
At some point in 2005, our brains just shut off that ability to remember numbers once it started being programmed into our phones.
Yeah. I just watched a video today on like how stuff is like making brain rot, and I'm like, I'm totally on board with that because I used to be able to drive from here to anywhere in the country with the Hagstroms, and like now, like I get stressed out having to go like past the Brooklyn Bridge,
See, but this is how I know Glenn's calling.
The sad thing was that was a good day, Alex.
Oh man!
Now, one of our viewers, Arnie Garfinkel, you ought to see the picture I have of him. Okay.
Is mine a pineapple on your phone?
It is. It is. Yeah.
And so,
With yours, you're the director, producer, and the doctor. So I'm not messing with that.
and I want everybody to know we are nearly 11 minutes in, and I have not accidentally touched any buttons I'm not supposed to touch. So this is going really well.
So, Alex,
Yes.
part of a hospitality company that has been having phenomenal growth. You have a consulting business, and you're a comedian. So, were you the class clown growing up?
I was keeping I teachers on their toes, and I guess that's a way that some people would phrase it. Yes. I know, like, one time in class, somebody just told me a story. I didn't remember it, but they were like, man, the funniest thing, you were talking to somebody behind you, and the teacher said, turn around. And I guess I just went, okay. I'm sure they loved that.
I love that you remember that. That's amazing. Yeah.
I do remember one time though in class, before I even knew who Spicoli was from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, I had ordered 2 large pizzas to our science room class, and I let them in the back door of the school, and I told them to come in at a certain time, and they were like, "We got 2 large pizzas for Alex Coury." I'm like, "Right here, dude."
Speaking of Spicoli, I sent Glenn and this knucklehead group a video from yesterday that dropped. It's John Mellencamp riding up on a motorcycle to a diner, and Sean Penn is sitting at the table, and he hands him a folded up $100 bill, and they're talking about his new tour. And those guys go back to when they were like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
And like, okay, I'm in, because he wants to play Penn's telling him he's got to play all of his hits. Everybody needs to hear
That's great.
one more
Hey,
time.
man, he's a great show. I saw him back in like 1991 or something stupid like that. But it was like every single song was like, oh yeah, I love that. Yeah.
It's funny. I saw him at the Gibson Amphitheater when it was enclosed here in California and Los Angeles at Universal, and the opening act was
Mozart.
no, the guy from the Stray Cats and his big band, Brian Sensor and his big band. And I got to tell you, I haven't seen a concert that good, that diverse since then. It was just a great night. So, but
Hey, Susie, you were saying something?
I was going to dip in today's question that I posed based on the music. So, obviously, we are collaborators on pieces at Craig's bequest at any hour to collaborate on social media. And so the question today is, who sang the song that was associated with today's post?
What was today's post?
Come on, for FNA.
Clearly, you either didn't collaborate or you didn't listen.
No, he collaborated.
Okay.
He
Collaborated.
Okay. He didn't even catch the
Glenn, you got to bang the drum all day.
bang it.
Todd Rundgren.
There you go.
Now, have you
There
seen
you
him
go.
in concert?
I have not seen Todd Rundgren in concert proper, but I did see him as part of Ringo Starr's All-Star Band.
So then you did see him. Okay.
And they played that
I mean,
song.
I'll give you a half a point on that one. We weren't sure that was
It
Carter's.
was it's a little bit of a cheat, but it was really nice seeing that Ringo Starr show knocking off a bunch of categories.
I like them when they put a couple of them together and then you knock off a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig obviously hasn't. Corey, do you even know who Todd Rundgren is?
No.
Now, I have seen Todd Rundgren on the Midnight Special way back when, and there was a very good live at Daryl's house, but it wasn't actually at Daryl's house. It was at Todd's house on Maui. So that was really good.
Actually, I think from the 70s, like a season or the whole series of Midnight Special, all of those.
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
I got from my husband. But we have late breaking news. I think I'm supposed to change a banner at the same time. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where is it? There we go. Breaking news. This is new.
I know Glenn's face. I love that. I love that.
It's in 2 different spots.
Yeah, there's one. I think it's a bottom one as well. That looks all right.
All right.
Arnie, you missed technical problems with Alex's microphone. You missed us talking about Todd Rundgren. Do you know who that is? And do you bang the drum all day? And we're having fun, and we found out that Alex was the class clown.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, the bottom
Right.
subscribe, Glenn.
Yeah, these are new things that they just added. So,
Yeah. So that's
yeah.
where the breaking news
So
is.
breaking news, like and subscribe. How's that sound? All right, there. So this is not even me.
So, Alex, I billed you as the man with 2,000 voices.
Oh,
That was kind of good.
How many impersonations do you do?
you know, I haven't really counted, but I do know. I mean, I have upwards of 100 voices, if not more. I mean, I do a ton of celebrities and cartoons and just original characters that I've created out of the groundlings. So I probably need to put that number.
Yeah. You're part of the Groundlings. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But,
Now,
yeah.
I was going to say, you know, with your Groundlings background and everything else, are you doing? I know you're doing some acting, but are you also doing voice acting as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a voice actor. I mean, I'll go on auditions for that. That's definitely one of my focuses, and you know, something I want to keep growing and putting out there. And I still don't know why they haven't let me do like Matthew McConaughey's voiceover in his movies sometimes, because like sometimes he gets off in La La Land doing his thing, and I need to come in and keep it focused because that's where the green lights are. All right.
That's a good one.
Welcome.
I like that a little whistle in the voice too. I love that detail.
He's always whistling. Always whistling. I feel like I could do a whole act on him where he just whistles.
Oh, Glenn, you were so close to doing a spit take.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Mark, happy New Year, buddy. Great to see you.
But
Although at this time in the calendar, we technically should be switching over to I hope the year's off to a great start. So I'd like
It's after the 15th. Glenn has a hard cutoff.
hard. It's I moved it to the 12th this year, but I didn't notify anybody.
Thank you for that news flash. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That is breaking. Breaking news.
Wrong way.
Grant, I have a question for you. Okay, it's many people want to know. Do you have any voices? Can you do any impressions?
Glenn.
You can do my voice.
Craig, you can. Oh, you can do Craig. You can do Glenn.
I can't. Yeah,
Glenn's got to do an impression
I
first.
can't do any impressions at
Oh,
all.
come on.
No, I can't, and it's like it sucks. I wish I could. I'm terrible at that sort of thing. I tried. I just couldn't get out of my own way in order to be able to figure it out. Which actually gives me a question. Alex, one of the things when I came out of college and stuff like that, I tried to do the improv thing, but I was too scared and like freaked out, and like I really prevented it from me going in that direction. Did you feel that you had to break through, or were you fortunate enough to be cocky enough to have to think that you could freaking do it?
Well, it took me. I started around 26 years old. I always wanted to do it. I was always very impressed with the people that could do it. Sometimes I would look at it and just be like, "Oh, like it was intimidating," and I didn't really know where to start. But at 20, I think it was my 26th birthday, my sister bought me a class to a stand-up class. So I took it,
Nice.
and then they had a showcase at the end, and it actually went pretty well for my first set. And I caught the bug from there, and and then I just fell in love with it. So it took me a while, I think, to get just to know that I could do it, or it's something I wanted to pursue. But once I kind of ripped off the Band-Aid, I've been doing it for the last 10 or 11 years.
That's pretty awesome. And, you know, like anything else, the more you do it, the more you get really super, super comfortable doing it. Now at the point where I don't care. But the question I have for you is like, how do you clear your head, get into the zone in order to be open for improv, to create those moments and not rely on stuff that like worked in the past, for example?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, a lot of times, like, just to make sure that like my cortisol's not spiking and I feel like very calm and just clear-headed, I burn off a lot of my energy just kind of, you know, working out, exercising before a show. I feel like that just kind of gets me like in the right headspace. And then just writing all the time and making sure that because you don't want to get stagnant using the same stuff over and over. Otherwise, you're going to get bored yourself. So you got to keep it fun for you. And I think the more fun that you're having, the more stuff you're trying, I just feel like that puts you in a place to explore and really connect with the audience, and they can feel it. They can see that that you're loose, that you're having fun, and if they can feel that, then the connection is going both ways.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And when I had that, I used to like hang around the comedy clubs and stuff and watch everybody doing the improv and stuff, and they would. You could tell that they didn't have enough confidence in themselves. And I'm saying this as the guy who watched because I was too scared to do it myself. So understand where this is coming from. You know, they would you would see that they would get nervous and then go to a line that they used the past 3 weeks in a row because they knew it crushed it under similar circumstances, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It takes some real guts to like just like not rely on that, and that's like that kind of moment that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think other comics respect that too, because they know when you're working with the same people, they a lot of them know your core material, the stuff that you've been using that really hits. And if you're being booked at a show, you want to bring your best stuff. You know, you want to bring the heavy hitters, but when you're doing the reps and you're doing the open mics and you're going out there, you got to try new stuff. And in fact, even if it doesn't crush, you know, just having fun with it and trying, you get more respect from other comics just knowing that you're willing to try and that you're willing to step out.
The audience knows that you're trying too, and they're willing to respect. And even if it doesn't work, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt because you built trust.
And sometimes like you can just be like, oh, well, I'm taking that back to the workshop, or that one needs to be carved out a little bit, or whatever you say. And then they laugh at that just because like the self-awareness and just the fact that you're even going for it and having fun.
Yeah. So based on what you're saying, it sounds like you write, but you also get to add moments in the moment. And that kind of what helps kind of create the overall the bits.
Yes. Yeah. And doing a little crowd work in between your sets so that it's not just scripted. You're talking to somebody and then all of a sudden, you know, you can bring out new stuff in the moment. And, you know, that's what's really electric is when people like, when they're like, oh, this is real. I can feel it. I can touch it. Oh, he's talking to me. Then everybody's just drawn in more as opposed to, oh, is this just something that's scripted that he's just, you know, been saying all the time.
Yeah, I'll say the best moment I think you could have, well, that I feel like I could have on stage is when I say something I'm like, damn, where'd that come from? You know, I had no idea I had that in me, whatever it is, a question, a joke, whatever it might be. You know?
Well, that's where the fun improvise. I feel like being from the ground, I started as an improviser. But I've been improvising since high school. And, you know, I went to the New York Film Academy in Burbank and I did a lot of improv there. And I love improv. I mean, in fact, in my shows that I produce a show called the Coury Comedy and Friends Half and Half show, where it's half stand-up, half improvisers, which is not always, you know, I love kind of trying to forge that gap because a lot of people treat it like the Jets and the Sharks. Like, oh,
it's so true. Because for decades, it was like you go down one of these two different tracks and never they shall meet. They would even like have the shows at different times, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like why not combine the worlds? It's all like comedy is comedy. We just want to connect with people and have laughs and have fun. And, you know, some of my favorite, you know, people, some of my, you know, favorite like inspirations, Robin Williams, you know, he he does stand up, but he's a brilliant improviser, as you know. And then Jim Carrey, he does stand up, but he also, does improv. And I just really respect the people that have been able to do both.
Yeah, but for sure. I wonder what Craig's doing over there.
Greg, were you saying that you have because I want to know.
I do have one. I do.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Glenn Hausman. You can only say it twice because it's like Mary Hartman. I invite Glenn Hausman into my house. I always offer him schnapps and strudel. And he goes, no, I want to come and get a fatty. And then I try and give him a cigar the size of a baby's arm. And no, he won't take that. He wants a mushroom. So I give him a shroom. And the next thing you know, he's curled up in a ball on my floor in my living room. And he's asleep for 3 days. So Glenn Hausman. You need to have schnapps and strudel. You burn man.
What the hell was that?
He's been practicing.
That's Arnold.
Yeah.
I know what that was supposed to be. It was a more global question.
Hey, you gotta own it. If you're gonna do an impersonation, you have to own it.
Damn right.
Better and different. Okay.
You got to give 100% and lean into it, and you did.
Oh, Glenn Hausman.
This is impressive, Craig. You get a pat on the back.
I've always loved Arnold, because he just goes for it, and I just gotta say the thing about Arnold is he just keeps on punching. You know what I mean?
I love it. Your Christopher Walken is outstanding too.
Well, it's crazy because here we are on a Friday having a drink, talking about what? Comedy, connection, and the meaning of life.
Hey, Christopher, I got a question for you. If you're in the hotel room and your remote control is a little bit sticky, who are you going to blame? What's going to happen there?
Oh, well, notoriously, hotel rooms are full of affairs. So it's never a good sign when something in the room is sticky. And I have housekeeping come and do a deep clean with Lysol.
Awesome.
Oh God, too funny. Too funny.
What's your favorite character that you impersonate?
Let's see. John Travolta. Come on, Sandy. You can't just walk out of a drive-in movie, Sandy. Come on, Sandy. Look, I got my hair. My hair is like perfect. Like, oh my God. And I got my car. And I got my hair, and I got like my leather jacket. So come on, Sandy. Won't you date me, Sandy? Please, Sandy.
Hey, John. You before even before Grease, you were super successful on Welcome Back, Kotter for the Barbarino song. I would love if maybe you could give us a little bit of that Barbarino song.
Oh, the Barbarino. Oh my God, you're dating me here. Like, oh, I don't even know if I know that stuff. You're showing my age. What are you doing, Glenn? Oh my God, I'm trying to be like
all right. We'll go with something easier. Tell us how to fly a 747.
Oh my God. Well, first you just have to take like the classes, like 100 hours of classes, all right? And then you just get people in the airplane, but you don't tell them that it's me flying because it's like freak them out, right? Oh my! I love him in Saturday Night Fever when he's like, "Oh come on, don't touch the hair, Dad. Come on, I work so hard on the hair," and like he hits the hair.
Do you do a Nicolas Cage too?
Yeah, Face Off. Nicolas Cage.
That's exactly where I was going with it too.
Well,
brain.
when I was working with John Travolta He ripped my face off. It was unbelievable. One of the most fun performances I've ever done. He's always whispering or yelling really loud. I feel like he could do anything. He could just be like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And you're just like, you're hooked.
Alex, what's the essence to capturing somebody's personality and translating that into impersonation?
Well, one thing that I focus on is I have an ear for certain ones that just kind of come, but when I'm really trying to like laser focus, like I think of it in 3 areas, which is, you know, their face, you know, so like, you know, George Bush might have like this sort of thing going on. You got to really work on the mannerism. So the face, and
it really adds a layer to it that helps buy into the believability.
Well, you could see from Craig's impression of Arnold, you know, that was great. He really went for it.
I know. And believe it or not, I've got some strudel on the way. So I'm excited about that.
But what about the schnapps?
Yeah.
But yes, the face, I try and work on that. The point of view. So really like what they talk about, what their perspective is on life, so that what you're saying just falls in line with like their energy. And then the tone, the inflection, like what's their cadence? You know, is it soft? Is it loud? Is it harsh? So the face, the point of view, and then the tone of voice is really the 3 big things.
That's awesome. That's a good lesson.
Now, how much research did you have to do going back to like Saturday Night Fever and Grease? Because those were maybe, you know, a little before.
Well, he obviously didn't go all the way back.
I didn't go all. I didn't do enough research.
1978 was the cutoff, you know.
But I did grow up on Grease. Like I loved Grease, and I definitely watched Saturday Night Fever a few times because it's so iconic. And in fact, I remember. One of the things that made me catch like the bug for acting ever was my parents probably took me at 5 years old to go see Grease at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. And they called up some audience members at intermission to go do a dance contest. And so they just randomly called seats. I was the only kid up there. It was just adults dancing around, but I had a leather jacket on and a white t-shirt, jeans, you know, and I started just dancing my little heart out. And then I don't know, somehow I think I won just from the cuteness factor or something. And then they give me the microphone and they're like, "What's your name, kid?" And I'm like, "Alex." And they're like, "It's a microphone, kid. You don't have to yell." But that's probably where I first was like, "Huh, this feels right." Like,
most kids don't feel that way on stage.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
You don't do it in front of a large audience. That's pretty
cool.
What was the first impersonation that you did that you really felt good about?
Probably yeah, baby. I mean, Austin Powers was huge. Like, 1998 when I was like 7. That I was going around. I was getting in so much trouble quoting him. You know what I mean? Do I make you horny, baby? Yeah, you know, they're just like what is going on?
I'm 9 years old.
If you want me to be a one-woman man, well, that's just groovy, baby. Yeah.
I don't know what any of this means.
I literally did. I didn't know what any of that meant. Like Randy, like do I make you Randy, baby? I'm like, what? And my mom would be like, God, I remember getting in trouble one time because like he had this one saying where he was like, "Whoop-de-doo, Basil, what does it all mean?" And then like I remember one time somebody was trying to like correct me something, and I was like, "Whoop-de-doo, Basil, what does it all mean?" I don't know. That was one of my first impressions, and it got me into some trouble for sure.
All right, so what comedian that does impersonations is someone that you looked at and you're like, I want to be like that person?
Well, again, I mean, the first person that comes to mind is, you know, Robin Williams. It's just phenomenal with his voice, and he had so many characters. Jim Carrey again, but Pablo Francisco. I don't know if you guys know this guy. He's a very funny comedian. He was really big in like the.
I do know Father Guido Sarducci. Maybe they're cousins.
maybe they're cousins. He does a great Arnold bit where he does, and he kind of got me into the whole movie preview guy where he'd be like, in a world, one man, one desire. This season has Morgan Freeman written all over it. You know, like I just.
Oh my God! Alex is doing the new opening for this season.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And now on
I'm totally
Friday
forgetting that
Night
guy's name. He was the best. He did like that guy.
Oh, Don. His name was Don something. Oh, God.
Yeah. I remember seeing something with him on Entertainment Tonight where he had a limo. He got picked up in the morning. And he went from gig to gig to gig to gig. And it was basically in the world.
He did trailers. Yeah.
One man, one desire.
You could say anything like, and it sounds cool, like little tortilla boy. You know, you're like, what?
Didn't happen. Nope.
Oh, come on.
My Modelo. That'll be a big Model no to you guys. I'm not
I don't
gonna
know.
have a spit tape.
I'd have to just go back and watch and just, really double.
You can check the videotape. Like I've got the New York office on the phone right now, looking over the footage, and they'll be reporting back to
It's on tape.
to the
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld was always a fun one too. But just but he would always be like talking about airplane stuff. Like, what's the deal with airplane peanuts? Everybody's allergic. They're giving them to everybody. What's the deal?
But why did it take him like 30 years to switch to almonds? And like who's the guy that came in one day and said, "Wait, I figured it out. It's almonds."
Yeah.
And the whole office went,
Some big epiphany, right? Oh my God.
Okay. Now, do you also recreate some of the local commercials in some of the areas? Because that's got to be
local commercials.
Well, you go to the hotel room, you throw on 247 ABC, NBC, CBS. You're gonna find a ton of material there, I think.
Oh, that's true. Recreating the commercials. Well,
I mean, if you're in Dallas, okay, or OK City or something, there's something there that plays all the time that's part of the local market. Do you ever pick that up and work it into a routine? Into that?
That's a good idea. I haven't worked on a bunch of that stuff, but I'm trying to think of something that would be good. Like
we need like the Progressive ad that's national that everybody would get. Like,
Anybody know Flo?
Oh, well, yeah, the State Farm guy.
Are you in good hands here at Allstate, Stan of Allstate? I'm Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Yeah.
I love it.
So I'm looking at my beer. It's got a expiration date. You can't really read it on the camera, of July 2026. It's got me thinking: has a beer ever reached its expiration date? What do you think?
No, I
your
don't
house
think
or somewhere else.
Is it not the same as fine wine? Does it not age with time? It doesn't get better with time.
I don't know. I just feel like this is some sort of corporate thing.
Let us know if you need us to call an ambulance for you.
Hey, thanks.
It hasn't expired yet.
No, it's got till July 2026. My point is, beer's too yummy. It's never going to get anywhere near the expiration date. That is what I'm saying over
But
here.
then that was
You're on the record. No
Where
spit take. Never going to expire.
Okay, so Glenn, say that with some feeling and as Arnold
Listen,
Schwarzenegger.
I can't. I don't have the passion, and I don't have the Austrian in me. I just don't. I don't. My family's from Russia, Poland. I could do. The only thing I could do is like talk like New York, because that's where I'm from and stuff.
That's
like
good.
That.
Talk like New York.
Yeah. Hey, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's all. That's like literally all.
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking over here. What are you fucking kidding me with that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys know that line was improvised by Dustin Hoffman in a movie for the first time? He was walking, almost got hit by a car in real time. He goes, "I'm walking in," and boom.
So great. And so because it really captures what New York was at that particular time in history. It's really awesome. And as much as I like clean, great New York, man, Alex, 70s, 80s New York was
Not great.
Really, New York.
It was freaking horrific. It was so awesome, but freaking horrific. You know, imagine being like, 15, 16 years old, walking around, like, the apocalypse and stuff like that. It was amazing. It was great.
A lot of streetwalkers.
Oh, it was all sorts of stuff. People were, every
Yeah.
2 feet, people were selling you stuff. I got my, my fake ID over there. I got also, it was like so awesome.
I like Susie going, "Oh no, I don't want to hear this."
That's what New York was. It was crazy.
I think I think that I think since that was like 1984 or 5, I think we're fine by now.
Glenn is just a few years older than me, so he got to experience just a little bit more of that intensity than me. I wasn't allowed to go from Long Island to the city like that on my own.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it in movies like Saturday Night Fever. I think he was in New York.
No, he was in Brooklyn. So
Okay.
Well, that is New York,
Yeah.
but
no, it's Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn. Yeah, it's Brooklyn.
it is Brooklyn. But
No, it's just that's not the way it works. It just isn't. It's like New York really means Manhattan, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be like you'll say the borough or something like that. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I was just empowered by the state to enforce them, and I have no choice.
So when you go to New York, do you ever go to like the comedy clubs? Because those have some of the best energies that I've ever performed at. Is New York? They have great.
Yes, but not anytime recently, Alex. To be honest with you, once I moved out of Brooklyn, I stopped doing anything New York City related because I travel so much, and to get to the city, you think it's easy, but it's inconvenient. It's just not.
we
It's
have
not.
to listen to him complain way too much. I don't think the laughs would be worth how much he'd have to complain about.
Yeah.
Alex, it would be easier to get Glenn to fly in from Las Vegas to California to one of your shows than it is to get him to drive from Long Island to Manhattan.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's this like event that I really should be going to in the city next Tuesday or Wednesday, and I think I should go, but
I thought they have one of the best transportation systems ever. Like you can get around there so easily on the subway.
well, when you get to the city, but I live outside the city, so I'm 46 miles from Times Square, but if I go 20 minutes to a train station, it's a 65-minute ride to Manhattan. Or the one that's 5 minutes from my house could be like an hour and a half. So it's not great. So really it could be 2.5 hours each way by the time it's all over. And that just makes it complicated and not fun.
Yeah.
I still may go to this thing because I really should probably go to this thing next week. I should. Yeah, I'd make exceptions for the NYU Hospitality Investment Conference and for the fish shows, any fish shows at Madison Square Garden. So that's why I will go into the city.
Yeah, but when you go to the NYU summit, you're there for a couple days.
Yeah, although I may go see Goose this year in June. I have to get tickets for that.
Glenn, it's okay to blow it off because sometimes the events can miss you or you can miss the events. You know.
Yes. Alex, you do a William Shatner impersonation?
Oh God, I've worked on him. Not one of my best, but let's see.
All right, we'll just label it the work in progress. So
it's a work in progress, but what is the meaning of our existence? We have got to find a way. Keep moving forward, and we will get to the inevitable spot in the galaxy. I don't know.
You're getting there. I don't.
Priceline commercial into that one.
I will tell you, that guy is like 94 and still crushing.
Yes, he looks great.
Ooh, looks great. I like, seriously. He he looks great for 64.
He really does. I saw him on Bill. I think it was
Bill Maher?
Yeah, not too long ago, and yeah, he's a stud. That guy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like,
he
well,
really is.
Clint Eastwood doesn't look as good, but that guy's still like, that guy's still a rock star. You know, he's like 95 or something.
Yeah, he's up there. We had Sean, my son Sean's aunt lives in Burbank, and we're at her house, and it's late at night, 8-9 o'clock, and all of a sudden there's a knock at the door, and it's a producer from when Jay Leno was hosting the Tonight Show. They want to know if he can come into the house, and he's got some people with him. And Sean said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So William Shatner's got a fake nose on. They've got a Burt Reynolds impersonator, and I can't remember what the other one was. And I'm like 3 sheets to the wind, and it's like, okay, so we're talking, we're having this conversation, and Jay's going, well, and this ended up on the Tonight Show, and he goes, okay, which one's the real one? Is this Burt Reynolds? No, he's a clone. He's done this before, and blah blah blah. Then they come to William Shatner, and he's acting kind of goofy, and he's got this fake nose on. I said, "Oh no, that's Fat Boy. That's William Shatner." He's looking at me, motherfucker.
I would say William Shatner has a fake nose on. It would be a great song title, I think.
Hey, he might sing that on his next album.
Oh yeah, I forgot he actually is a singer. For those of you who don't know,
I didn't know that.
Oh, you got to check that stuff out.
Him and Leonard Nimoy both released albums.
They're more like spoken word kind of things, like they're actually the pre rap era, pre all of that kind of stuff. But we just think Big Chains and velvet suits, kind of.
They're a money grab in the 60s because they weren't making a lot of money on the show.
Yeah, I think they made like $20 a week and no residuals, so they had that.
Alex, what's your favorite impersonation to do? What's the one that you just can cut loose with and let it fly?
Well, I always enjoy Matthew, but just like Maki Mak, he's always a really fun one to do. He's always out of breath. He's just like always trying to catch himself. He's always trying to motivate people with his 4 a.m. workout clubs. You know what I mean? The bigger the guns, the closer to God. Say hello to your mother for me.
Yeah. All right. So let me put a little twist on that. Which one do you think gives you the most fodder for comedy?
Oh,
that's a good question, man.
That is a good question. Like which one?
Yeah. Not what you're best at, but what you think you can mine for the most gold.
Probably. I feel like somebody like Christopher Walken is so wild and weird, and fun to do, and everybody loves that impersonation that you can say anything, just be like what keeps me vigilant, what keeps me young is chicken and sex, often together.
How about Christopher Walken talking about having a tail?
Sometimes I think I'm a feline cat with a tail growing outside my rear end, and it's jarring to most people, but for me, it's very comforting. I like to play with the tail. The tail is soft, it's a great tail.
Hey, Glenn had a cat in his lap the other day when we were doing 3-Minute Thursday. So we got a cat team going, Glenn.
Yeah, we have a lot of cats around around these parts.
7?
7? 37.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're looking to hit 42. The magic number. We're big Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fans here, and we want to honor that book series with 42 cats. So We're working towards it. It's 5 more to go. 5. So if you got it. Got a cat?
Drop by.
We need 5.
Woof, woof.
We don't with the ones we have now. We don't have enough litter. We're not going through enough litter. So I want to, make sure that we totally deplete the world of litter. So drop your cat.
Rainbow colored litter.
Well, that's because we had a sick cat. Yeah.
Well, they say that losers have 0 cats. Winners go home with 112. That's right.
I do want to say, for the record, we only have 4 cats, and I know that's still like too many. But,
Oh my God.
Well, I'm down to 1 dog, and he's being very loud right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my son has a friend over for a sleepover, so
Oh,
they thought it would be good that he hung out with me, and then he hears what's happening, and so that's why I keep having to mute. So we were talking about 90-year-olds. My husband went to go see Herb Albert in the Tijuana Brass.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My parents had those albums, and they were old.
Yeah, most people probably remember the Whipped Cream album.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
We actually played This Guy's in Love with You at our wedding.
Nice.
Yes.
I feel like the only thing Alex knows from that sentence was the word Tijuana.
But Alex, just to give you a little background on that, A&M Records was Herb Alpert, okay? And he bought the original Charlie Chaplin studio in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Turned it into A&M Records.
Okay.
And a couple of the last things recorded there were We Are the World and something else by...
You know that from the 80s, right?
Pardon me?
Alex, you do know We Are the World?
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay, just want to make sure.
He doesn't know about the Police and Sting. But that
I
studio...
know about the Police.
No way. Ray's going to see her.
Hopefully
Roxanne,
experience my
Well,
husband.
put that back up.
Yes,
Put that
Alex.
back up. Let's... nice. Love it, Durain. But he sold the studio, and then Jim Henson had it, and it was the home for the Muppets and all that. And then when Disney bought the Muppets, they sold the old studio. And now John Mayer and some partners bought it, and they brought it back into being a recording studio.
And then
So-
Netflix bought it.
Yeah. and then Glenn and I are buying Netflix.
Yeah. Well, I think our bid is up to $197. And I've got an old button and the horse figure from the Monopoly board. So I got that too. Yeah.
the Monopoly piece and 4 Pelican cases. And you know what? You guys really don't have to overpay the CFO. He's been ripping you off for decades. So, we'll take care of it.
I've also got 5 eye patches.
Nice.
Wait, did I say 5? I meant 9. wait, I got 14. We're going to close the deal.
I just moved my office around, and I went to go where my drawer was to go pull out my patches, but that's
But your dog was in the way. I got a funny story though. So my fiance, a few months back, she was close to Mexico, like in California.
You
But
mean
close to
she was your
Mexico.
fiance a few months back? What happened? I'm sorry.
We're very sorry, Alex.
No. So she finds this dog that jumped in her car, and it was like 115 degrees at the time.
Oh my God.
130 degree on the pavement. So this poor thing was stranded, and it jumps in the car. She's like, "Can we keep it?" I'm like, we don't have room or time for another dog. We already have one dog. Well, I come back from a work trip. We have another dog in our house. I'm like, okay, so that's how that goes. I'm getting ready for married life. I don't have much of a say anymore, but
that's all right. Hey, good. At least you understand. So that's great.
I'm learning, but
Craig resisted that rule. Hence his 2 divorces.
Happy wife,
exactly.
happy wife, happy life. They say.
I wouldn't know.
So this dog that she brings home, you know, it was really skinny. So we start feeding it and it's getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, there's no way we're feeding it that much food. I feel its belly and I start feeling kicking around.
Right.
So this thing is, she brings home a pregnant dog.
Oh my God.
About a little over 2 months ago, she pops out 6 puppies on our living room floor and our little 2-bedroom apartment. So we had 8 dogs when I said no dogs, you know, and these things at first they couldn't see, they couldn't hear. It was very easy to like deal with. But after 2 or 3 weeks, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to have this podcast. I mean, they're yapping and they're crying and it was insane. Like, absolutely.
Well, you know, it's like Glenn when he shows up at Arnold's house and has a shroom, you know.
Listen to me, Glenn. You got to stop yapping. You're yapping too much. We got the podcast going on. We're trying to focus. Get into the chopper. Do it now. Do it.
The dogs were a Shiba Inu was the mom that she brought back, like a beautiful Shiba Inu, which we kept. I do like her. The other dogs, I think the dad was a Husky and a German Shepherd mix. They were cool dogs, but they're gone. They're gone now, out of my hands.
Hey. You know, our roving reporter has 4 Chihuahuas, and if you walk into Drew Hardy's house,
Oh my
they
God.
all attack you.
Oh my God.
Really? Drew? You want to do something about this?
That sounds painful. Listen, I know it's starting to get late.
It's almost that time, Glenn.
Before we go to that, or maybe we should go to that, because I need to blow a little smoke up Alex's ass. Do you think I think we need to make it legit. Could you run the graphic before I do that? Could
The one that's in the bottom.
shameless plugs. Yeah, shameless plugs. I need to. I can't.
No. Yeah, we get that and birthdays.
No, not that yet. No. We got the shameless plug. Plug-a-palooza.
No, not the shameless plug. We gotta do the birthday video first.
Oh, all right.
How about I run the show?
Yeah, you run the show, Suzanne. Don't listen to either one of these.
I don't need to be that like in your face over it, but
We're going over, which is fine. I got nowhere to be. My wife is gone for the weekend, which is why I disappeared for a minute there to say goodbye. So yeah.
okay.
But
All right.
we didn't
Let's
even
go back
notice
to
that.
our mugs, because now we're going to rub it in Alex's face how cool we are, because we are coming up upon the 200th show, and quite honestly, he is missing that mark. Like
Alex is he's going to join us. He's going to pop in on the 200th show. So after this he might not, which I would.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Duran. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. We do have some special people celebrating birthdays.
Woo! Happy birthday, Alex!
Thank you.
We hope that
Happy birthday to Dr.
You.
Mr. Danny as well. So
It's a great birthday when Glenn is jumping out of my cake. It doesn't get much better than that.
Listen, this show ain't paying the bills. I got to do something. You know.
Hugh McConaughey.
Yeah.
Hey,
you want me to jump out of your cake? Just drop me a line. You know.
Sometimes you can jump out of the cake, or the cake can jump out of you. That's
All right, so let me start the Plug-a-Palooza by saying I had the greatest time, and you all saw because I was broadcasting from the balcony of the Sea House Hotel in Atlantic City. I was there in October. Great property, really boutiquey. What I loved about it was it took an old building, completely reinvented it for the modern era, and made something super freaking cool. And of course, it was from Alex's company over there, Coury Hospitality. So, dude, you guys are onto something over there. That was pretty freaking cool. I would stay there all day, every day over the casino resort that's right next door to it. You know, great job. So awesome. I love what you're doing over there.
Thank you. Yeah, that's an exciting property. I'm glad you spent more time there probably than I have. So I gotta make it. I gotta make it.
I'm willing to double down on that anytime. You know.
Yeah, we got 40 properties. It's hard to hit QA consistently on all of them. That's why we have like a team, that I managed to get out there. But yeah, that's one of the cooler properties I would say right now.
And I will say one of the cool things that they did is they hired the general manager who's been in that market forever and a day. So you couldn't find a better person. Like she's been there forever, which is freaking awesome.
Producer David.
Yeah, I got to talk to her. I got to know her, and really just learning about that Atlantic City history and stuff like that was super duper cool. So I will pass it over to you, Free, if you could out shameless plug you more than I just did for you. So there's good luck.
Thank you. Let's see. We have a show coming up February 6th at the Hard Rock Hotel in San Diego. We got a great lineup. Paul Rodriguez is headlining. It's at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The tickets are dropping tonight. So keep an eye out, and we'd love to see you there. It's a 400-seat room, so it's going to be a big show.
Wow, that's going to be awesome. I'm sure it'll sell out pretty quick. Get your tickets now. And I will say our 200th show is going to be at 2:00 Pacific time that day. So you can have a chance. Drinks, take a little nappy nap, then go see that show. So, it'd be perfect. Yeah. Susie?
I am really excited. My AI class has launched, but I've got another one in the books, and you need to activate your AI technology, and you want to be touching your tools, playing and learning.
That's really
we don't want Glenn touch
really on this show of all places to say that sort of stuff. Shame.
Save the date.
High five, Glenn. High five.
Sorry, let's start over and we'll try to be less annoying. Wait, that's never gonna happen.
That is never gonna happen.
You can try starting over anyway.
Save the date. Come to Miami, March 23rd. Are you gonna go spit take there, Craig?
No, I'm holding my mouth shut.
March 23rd, come to Miami, come see us. We've got a full day workshop and really learn how to activate your AI strategy. It's going to be exciting.
Craig?
Hey, you know what? We have the one, the only champion, Bruce Ford, on Click Connect on Tuesday. That's going to be the last episode for probably about 2 weeks. I'm heading off to Hawaii. Nice. But February 6th, after our 200th show, I am going down to San Diego. I'm going to be at Alex's show at the Hard Rock. Join us down there. I'm going to be dropping some information both on LinkedIn and the rest of the social media empire to get tickets. Join us there. Love to say hi to everybody. And you know what? Alex is exceedingly funny. He makes me laugh all the time. So can't wait to see the show. And Paul Rodriguez is headlining. Oh my God, what a bonus. So looking forward to it.
Excellent. And I will be working with a team of scientists to try to break the law of physics so I can figure out how to go from Puerto Rico to this show. So not sure how that's going to happen. But maybe I'm thinking of it right now. Matthew McConaughey could help me because he traveled through space and time.
Through gargantuan. That's right. We found the black hole. We went from one side right to the other. My man.
All right.
Alex, you're great. You are great.
I'll be at Alice. I'll be at Coral Tree Hospitality's annual conference, doing some content with them and hosting some stuff for them at their event. Where else will I be? I'll be checking out the Wyndham Rio Mar. Looks like I'm going to be interviewing the CEO of Wahlburgers coming up, so look out for that. If you got any hamburger or hamburger adjacent questions that you would like me to ask, that would be great. Maybe,
Alex, ask him.
Well, I just want to know, is there still that mad cow disease going around in these burgers? I think I might have ate a bad one in the 2000s.
That's all right. Then when you were relevant, Mad Cow was a thing,
Right.
so that's okay. All right, where else am I going to be? Hunter Hotel Investment Conference, Remington Conference, AHOA, lots of stuff. What's that? What's that, sir? All right, let's wrap this up. I'm not touching it. I can
Really don't
clearly
care
say
about
you
hanging out
did
with
not open.
Matter.
See you all next week, right back here on the one and only